sound. It was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that we you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the morning show with the Brew crew.
It's a big one.
And it gives me a headache. I'm hoping if we use that verbiage, our numbers were so like Jordana Foster's
That was
last night.
hilarious last night.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Do you want to explain yourself now that you came
Well, first I
out
want to say happy St. Patrick's Day. The luck of the Irish.
You know, I'm 58 years old. I've celebrated 58 St. Patty's Days.
Have you?
58. That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
So here's the thing. I went to Publix. I wanted to get the crew something for St. Patty's Day. Teddy doesn't eat gluten. You don't eat sugar. Vinny doesn't eat certain foods. And Slick goes to Sunny Stop, so I thought I can't even bring anything other than beer. Maybe we'll go get some beer today.
Green beer.
Let's go get some green beer.
Everybody likes green beer.
There's like all kinds of smoothie. Oh, does your AARP have discounts?
Yeah.
Congratulations, they sent me a happy birthday and they sent me an Exxon card.
Nice.
I get 7 cents a gallon off.
That's a lot. Where's there an Exxon?
Well, they sent me a whole map of that.
Where is the next one?
Green beer. Krispy Kreme has green donuts. I think Jamba Juice has a green smoothie. All for the luck of the Irish. You're kind of wearing green.
And I'm wearing kind of green. I put on a green thing, but I didn't like it.
I don't
In
have
Jersey,
anything
I didn't
green,
like
I don't think.
I was shocked.
This is the only green thing I have.
That's close.
What you got green?
It's,
Oh yeah, it's green. It's dark green.
yeah, I don't like green.
What's it say?
It's a sorority shirt. It's the only thing I have.
Happy St. Patty's Day, guys.
You have green on?
No, I forgot today was St. Patty's Day.
Slick has green underwear on.
My mistake. I didn't know that.
Oh, we saw some nice underwear for you yesterday, Slick.
No. We did. Excuse me, we did not.
I did. Amy and I did. Amy and I said, Slick would like those.
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
me.
Amy's
I didn't.
got your back.
I know,
Freddie
Amy.
goes, why are you looking at underwear for Slick? He goes, what was on them?
You know what it is to walk into a meeting and the first thing they say is like underwear. I said, are you insane, people?
We went to Guy LaFerrera's yesterday, the men's clothing store. He's got some nice clothes.
He does. Vinny, I don't know if you're ever into buying clothing, but he put a jacket on. Well, I don't mean, I mean
Upscale, nice
upscale
clothes.
clothing. He put a jacket on me from his eyeballs. Pretty nice. I felt like $1 million.
Pretty impressive. You know what happens? It's like when you redo your house. You know, you
No,
paint
I'm
a
as
room.
big as a house, is
No,
that what
no,
you're
you
saying?
paint a room and you go, I got to do another room and you got to do another room. So he puts this beautiful jacket on you. And then it's like, well, then you need the pants. Well, then, and then you need the shoes. And then you need the shirt. And
Yeah,
by
but-
the time he's done with the jacket, he has a whole outfit complete ensemble on you.
Those shoes. Wow.
Which ones did you like?
The one that The
of
Rock
them.
wears.
They were like a houndstooth with tassels.
Wow. I'm going to tell you. Vinny, if you guys would have been with me yesterday, you would have probably ended up buying a pair of
All the
shoes.
time though.
We were in the morning, but we're going to go back. We're going to take you guys into a whole segment of like what not to wear, how to wear it.
Yeah.
And Teddy and Val are going to edit it. We get to sit at the bar. There's a whole bar there. You can have some wine. And we
It's-
get to watch you guys go in and
It's
out.
funny because I had to be the guinea pig of what not to wear.
We were the only man there.
So he had to give the old description of how guys start out with a butt, and then when you get older, you lose the butt,
Oh,
becomes
yeah,
a
yeah.
belly. It's like everything goes up north, and so I had to endure all of this funny stuff. And he showed me 17 different pair of pants. It's a different fabric and everything. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, okay. And you got to sort of play it off like it's cool. They just.
You played it off really cool. It
Well,
bothered you?
Well, hold on a second. Let me get those tie tracks off my back. Yes, it bothers you when they tell you your body is a little bit awkward and you're old and.
I never realized that there's different ways for men to wear their pants. Like girls, women's pants, it goes around your waist. You can't wear it underneath your stomach. It's just not cut that way. Men, apparently, there's cuts to go underneath your belly. There's cuts to accentuate your booty. There's cuts to make your legs slimming. We don't have all those options. You have a lot more options than we do.
There's nothing about extenuating your booty. He just kept saying when you ain't got a butt, you got to get a pair of pants
That fit.
that fit. It's not extenuating anything. But anyway, he was a nice
That
guy.
underwear, we were thinking of you.
Who?
Slick's
Slick.
underwear.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking of him.
I know you weren't. Amy goes, yeah, those will be nice.
Really? My coffee is coming up now. What's so nice?
Cracker Barrel's on here with her hair. Anyway, hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, last night we had a little boo-boo with Jordana's show, which was a great show, Ready, Set,
I
Go
had a
Beyond
little
show.
boo-boo, yeah.
And she did a fantastic show. She's got a great idea. We're going to be bringing it onto the cafe in the next week or so about after you've pivoted, what changed in your business, what you're doing in your business after the first quarter, kind of like a reset and reboot as we've now ending the first quarter of 2021, which is hard. I'm thinking 2020, but we lost that year, 2021. And then she gets a phone call from her mother in the middle of the show. And she's like, Mom, I'm on, like nothing. And the mic was on. And when we replayed it back, we were talking about your iced coffee. And you had a really large,
I had a large.
that was
iced
like
coffee.
an extra large with extra cream and extra sugar. I'm sure I was
No,
like,
no,
wow.
no.
was light and
Stop it with
sweet.
the X. It
Light
was
and sweet.
It was large. It was not light and sweet. You didn't even taste it, so you didn't know. But it
Yeah, I
was a
know.
large cup of coffee, iced coffee. I don't even like it, but I drank a third of it. Well, I have to take points off.
You didn't drink the whole thing.
No. So we were talking about it at the commercial, and Jordana, she heard me say to her, "Yeah, I have a large cup of coffee." And what did she say?
She goes, "That's a big one." And then the conversation continued on the other side.
About
But you
pain,
couldn't hear us
headaches.
because only her mic was on. And then we're talking about artificial sweetener. And she says, "That gives me a headache."
So she-
Instant.
so it came out. That's a big one,
It gives
and
me
it gives
an
me a
instant
headache.
headache.
So when we played it back, it was kind of funny.
Her ratings went like, whoop.
Her ratings kept going every time we turned it on. More people were listening, and it's the
Hilarious.
commercial part of it. Everybody only listened to. It's like ridiculous.
So funny, but
Only
no,
kidding.
that was a lot of fun. But it was a
was
great
fun.
show. So more to come with that. And we had a great meeting yesterday with Guy. What is on the agenda for St. Patrick's Day?
No, before
Oh,
we do
birthday
that-
boy.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
let's talk about Dawn's fight with the vacuum cleaner.
The vacuum
Dun,
cleaner
dun.
won.
So
It's going back to Amazon. Although I have a feeling one of these guys or Teddy, they're going to go, "Oh, wait, I can do this." There's the HEPA filter in the plastic thing that it collects all of the stuff in is jammed inside.
it's
How did that even happen?
she
'Cause I
jammed
took it out to clean it, and then I put it back in, and it went in cockeyed, and now I can't get it out.
Instead of taking it out and putting it evenly, she put it in
It was
crazily.
not done intentionally,
So
and then
she,
there was dust
but hold it.
everywhere.
So she comes to the radio station and she's walking, and there's dust bunnies coming out of your hair. I
Everywhere.
kept saying, "What the hell is that?"
And I was cleaning all the wine glasses because we had wine for lunch yesterday, thanks to Guy LaFerrera and Amy Rashevsky. So I've got the wine glasses, I got the vacuum, and I was like, "Arr." And it was a lovely day until the vacuum cleaner mishap. How can a vacuum cleaner kind of suck you down the drain? I
I've
should
never,
stop cleaning, I know.
I've never seen anybody have a fight with a vacuum and lose. I've never
I
seen it.
lost. It's the second time I've lost to the vacuum cleaner, by the way.
Did you turn it when you put it in?
Yeah.
That's the part I don't understand. Because if you turned it, then it's clipped on wrong. If you didn't turn it, then it has mercy.
It has mercy,
Yeah, we just have to hit it with a hammer or something to pop it out.
and we just got to pop it out.
You have to have strong hands. You know, I still have a fractured thumb from Manos of
Really?
Piedra over there.
Oh, boo-hoo. You have one fractured thumb. Are you alive still?
And that was shadow boxing. Can you imagine if he had followed through? He would have killed me.
Did you talk to Mama Ali yesterday, speaking of shadow
I
boxing?
said, yeah. I said hi to her. She said hi bye.
No, that was the whole conversation.
Oh, conversation. We're
Really,
gonna
you know
die.
Mama Ali?
Yeah, that was
You met her?
during my first week here. I met her. She had an autograph sign also of her and Muhammad Ali.
I have a poster. They're giving me allegedly and I'm looking to the camera, allegedly a frame for it for my birthday.
Nice.
And I want to bring it in. It's one of the ones that she signed, black and white.
Nice.
She actually gave one of those to a friend of Linda's at work, who's a big Muhammad Ali fan when he was called Cassius in the day. Cassius Clay. And I sent it to her, and Linda gave it to her at work, and woman started to cry hysterically. She was his icon growing up, and she put it on the table for everybody to come and see. You know, Mama Ali is a presence. You know, I always said that if I ever had an opportunity to meet greatness, she's the closest thing I've ever came to that point.
She's busy making a movie, but it's nice to have Vinny back in the studio. I always miss your fun and humor.
No, you don't. You guys are like, yeah, Vinny's gone. Let's have
No.
fun with him. Yeah.
No,
Ask
that's
like
not
yesterday, you go, Vinny will be here tomorrow. He'll help you out.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yep.
Well, Pierre was here because he's coming around, and he actually went to Artful Dodger and
I'm going to
Slick
put a
went to
button
take
on that that
pictures?
says, "Do not touch
what?
the battery pack."
He thought that that's the way you turn off the computer because that computer doesn't shut off on this side; it shuts off on the other side. So we took care of that. But Pierre always keeps me updated with Vincenzo and everything he's doing at the radio station. And
Stalker.
there's a contest. You know about the contest at the radio station?
What contest?
I gotta fill you in.
Ooh, what contest?
Beasley has an opportunity for its employees. Vinny is an employee, Pierre's an employee, and Jody filled me in that you can come in with the biggest creative idea for all 69 radio stations. They want an idea that they can use on every station, and first prize is $10,000.
What? Can I join? Like, let me know. Like,
First
even
of
though
all,
I'm not like
69
a
stations,
employee.
noise. Second of all,
You
I'm
know.
not sure. I'm not sure if you're that creative. But
Well, we are creative because what do you do for a living when you're here?
Yeah, let me know.
Who else does this?
Yeah, let
You
me
have to think about the equation.
Is it for non-employees as well?
Well, the radio station is a radio station, so we've always had this thing to watch your radio on, watch your radio on your, watch your TV on your
TV
radio.
Vision. Oh, we have that website, by the way.
TV Vision. Yeah, we do. And so I pitched that at her yesterday, and she says, tell me more. And I says, I can't. I got to go to work. But I was waiting for Vinny to come and Pierre to come because you guys are access to that. And you, too, can win the prize.
More to come with that.
It's interesting.
How's your weekend, Vinny? I know it's already Wednesday. We saw you on Friday.
Oh man, I've been busy, crazy busy for the past week and a half.
You did the sports thing?
Oh, definitely. I remember on Saturday, called me last minute to help them out on far out Okeechobee next to St. Lucie. I was outside all day long.
Soccer?
No, football.
Oh my gosh.
One after another.
Football games, really?
Yeah.
Were there people in the stands?
No, it was like a big open field with different fields where players could play in, like middle school, high school, elementary school.
And who were you taping it for? The teams?
Yeah.
And you were on top of a trailer?
No. Like we have this big metal stand where we put like camera on there. We put it all the way up to like 11 feet up to film the whole game from above.
It's a cherry picker. Wow, that's nice.
Right? But I got sunburned. I didn't know we out open the field though.
You have to wear sun protection.
I wish I knew that before.
How did you protect your camera?
Oh no, like it's stuck up there so it wouldn't fall or anything.
No, but the heat on the camera, you have to watch your equipment.
Oh, Daddy didn't tell me. Just put it up there, film it, it'll be fine.
Remember the time that we did the baseball game?
That happened to my phone the other day. I was sitting outside and I got out of the pool and it said temperature and had this thermometer going on it. I couldn't do anything. It had to just cool down.
You just put it in your purse. Your camera in the sun will overheat and shut down. So you have to be very careful with the equipment. When we did this deal, Gio had said to me, you're going to have to put a towel over it.
You had your shirt on one, we had a hat on another one, we had a lot of stuff going on.
You have to protect the heat, so you got to watch your temperature. But that's nice. Cherry pickers are
I
nice.
remember it was a very nice lady who gave me like some slices of orange and some chips. She was like the team mom for the team, and she was so nice.
How'd you come down to get it?
Oh, no, it was like we just like
You were up there for 11 hours?
not 11 hours. No, I was on the floor. And it's like a big pole we have.
Right, then it goes up.
Yeah.
When does it come down?
When the game finishes, I bring it all the way down, either to change the battery or fix something's wrong.
You were up there alone?
I have someone help me out once in a blue moon.
I'd like to go one day
What
with
goes
you.
up must come down.
I'd like to go as an observer. Observer.
Okay, you can be my observer.
We used to do it on top of trailers. You know those things you see in the back of trucks?
Oh yeah.
They used to put it. They put 2 of those on the football field, and they put the camera equipment inside the trailer, and then it was placed on top of the trailer.
If she got it, I'm going to freak out.
No, it's not in correctly. I don't know how you did this.
I know, and I can't get it out either. I know it's not incorrectly. She's trying to fix my faux pas.
If you know how to fix the vacuum cleaner, there may be $5 in a bag of coffee for you. This segment is brought to you.
What are you
by-
doing for St. Patrick's Day?
Today?
Yeah, anything good?
I'm here. I'm working.
There's like just nothing happy in the news. Even on Good News RX, there is nothing
Oh, I got breaking
happy
news.
on the news. I'm like scrolling, yes.
I got
share.
breaking news. A little girl was born yesterday whose mother was given the shot 9 months ago. And the baby was born with antibodies for the
Really?
virus. Yeah. And it's big news.
That's huge.
It's worldwide news. You didn't hear about this? I'm surprised Chuck didn't tell you. And they told everybody on the news yesterday, they called the CDC, so they're sending, all these people are coming down to the hospital because now they want more information about the baby, how it was injected, who did it, da-da. So it's breaking news because now they're talking about that the woman is the secret to viruses in the future.
She passed the antibodies on to her fetus. Wow. That's
And the
amazing.
baby's
Give
normal.
me chills. Wow.
And the baby's not. You didn't hear about this? It's breaking news. It's all over the world.
That's amazing. Where was it? In the States?
Here in Florida.
Of course it was. Really?
It was
What of all
it was
places?
either in Boca, I don't even know the hospital. They didn't name the hospital because they didn't want 7,000 people down there.
Wow.
But I have a feeling it was one of the bigger
In
hospitals.
South Florida. That's amazing.
And they came out, and I think there's more children that were vaccinated, and they're going to let it out little by little. Also, the test with the children, there are 3 tests going on right now, and one of the parents came forward, and he says, the only thing I regret is that I wish that some of the kids are receiving placebos. We'll just give them the shot and see what happens, but they have to compare it, right?
Interesting.
So that's exciting. You know?
Wow, that's cool.
I'm reading about these psychedelics that are have this whole new business.
Oh, I heard about psychedelics helping with cure depression from what I read.
That's right. You know something? That is right. They came out with LED dice. Did you see this? In the news, yeah. They are doing an experiment to see if they can handle people from becoming over gamblers. What is that? Gamblers Anonymous?
Yeah.
And so they're using psychedelic lights to take away the desire to keep gambling. They think that something in the way the dice are formulated, that you're trying to beat the game, but with the lights going on and off, people walk away from the tables. Man, don't you guys see the news?
No.
Yeah.
Did you see that news? No.
Widespread
No.
use of cannabis and cannabis derivatives through mushrooms.
Well, we've known that for years.
Interesting, right?
The magic mushrooms.
Magic
And you
mushrooms.
saw what's happening in Europe. Italy, I'm sorry to say, is in its third wave,
Yep.
and they're shutting down for the third time.
Schools.
everything.
closed.
Everything shut down. And you got it?
It won't come out, right?
No idea how you did.
We got to hit it with a hammer.
The Freddie
There's a
way.
piece that's this big somehow in a hole that's this big. I have physically no idea how you did it.
I'm sure that when you send it to the company back, they're going to say, how'd you do this whole thing?
Going back to Amazon.
So Italy sent a message, and I want to give you the message. Italy said, you have no idea of how lucky you are in the United States, that you have not one, two, you have 3 choices, and soon to have 4. You have no idea of how important it is psychologically that you are able to get the shots and you are ramping up. And for those of you who have decided not to take the shot, come to Italy and watch what depression is all about. Now you remember, Italy has so many deaths, they lost half their senior population.
Right.
They didn't have any place to bury anybody, so even if you didn't want to be cremated, they had to do it. That country will show you, and they're saying this is not an Italian problem. All of Europe right now is going through a third wave because we can't get the virus shot there fast enough.
And they've got all mass transportation. It's like New York. It's like the big cities. There's mass transit. We don't have mass transit in Florida. I know, but California, something about California as well is more like Florida where people get in their cars and drive, but I don't know.
Well, you know, I don't care what you say, wearing masks. Some people I see are wearing 2 masks now because they want to be doubly protected. It does work.
Let me show you my next mask issue. I love this, by the way, right? You can't lose it. It's around your neck. This should be used in senior centers because this has now become a bib. So every time I eat, it now is my catch-all to dust in the vacuum, to the food I eat, to everything because it's right here. So this is my next issue, is it's a bib. It's
I'm gonna
convenient,
give
but
you-
yet it collects lots of stuff.
I'm going to give you another
I know,
sad
I
point.
kicked it out of my own way today.
I got another sad point for you.
Yes.
AARP sends the AARP chain for your mask
That's lovely. Why is that sad? That's nice.
because now you are in AARP territory.
Actually, you know who gave me this?
I know. who gave it
Chains
to you.
Boca, which
I know
was
who gave it
really cool.
I know who gave it to you.
But
That's
I
because
noticed
you wore it
that
as
this
a
morning.
bib. Wore it against your chest like that. No.
It doesn't. But I was
I guess it
thinking,
doesn't work.
you know, one solution causes another man's issues. It's just me. That was all I can tell you. I looked at it this morning after I realized the vacuum dust settled in my mask last night. My breakfast then settled in my mask last. This is a new mask.
Do
I
you
guess.
wash these masks every day?
I have 2, so I alternate them every other. Yeah, every 2 days.
Well, I have discovered the mask infection. You know about the mask infection? A lot of people don't even know about this. If you wear your mask over and over again and you wash it once a month, you're going to build up a bacteria infection in your sinus
You
cavity.
can't wash it. You got to wash it more than once a month.
You gotta wash it and then not wear it for like 2 weeks. Well, it deodorizes, sanitizes, and everything else. But this infection that is here will give you blurred vision. It's like you have mucus in your eyes, your ears, and everything else. Why are you laughing? It's true. I'm telling you. So I read a report that says you have to clean your ears.
Okay.
That will help with the infection.
You could try a neti pot. Ever try a neti pot?
Oh.
What the hell is that?
it's this like a teapot that you use to clean out your sinuses.
No. No, I'm going to show you a real simple solution. So you take hydrogen peroxide and you put it in your ear, and it's going to sizzle. Not burn, sizzle, because it eats the wax and the buildup and everything else. So I did an experiment. I put it in my left ear because this is the eye that was bothering me. And I said, I'm going to wait to do the right ear today to see if there's a difference. Right? So I go to sleep. I wake up this morning. There's about 4,000 pounds of snot in this side.
Thanks for sharing.
I'm blowing my nose. I go through a whole roll of toilet paper, blowing my nose on this side only. This side clears about. The vision clears about.
Really? It's all
Thank
your
you.
sinuses.
That's disgusting. But thank you. I really wanted to.
So you don't wake up in the morning blowing your nose because
No.
there you go.
Yeah, I do.
So what I want you to try is you put the peroxide in there until it stops sizzling. Not almost stops, completely stops.
Like bacon.
And then when you can, well, I'm gonna tell you, when I went like this and I got that water out of my ear.
Can I tell you even another trick? There you can put an essential oil like peppermint
Yeah, I heard about that.
right there and right here, and it opens up everything. And then you don't have
Or
to.
you could take a Vicks and put it right here.
To put
Oh,
sizzle
yeah.
in your ear.
The good old remedy.
Remember Vicks here?
Yeah, I know you're rubbing your chest.
Alright.
I've never used Vicks. Have you?
Yeah.
Or you take a little teaspoon of Vicks and you boil water and you take a towel and you put your head inside like this over the water, over the pot of water after it
Yeah.
boils.
That's old school.
That's a boxing technique. That's a boxing technique. It cleans not only here, it goes all the way down and it burns. There was a girl that I knew in my life who had asthma. And I did this for her for 3 days. And to today, she never had asthma again.
I gotta tell you, it's all about self-care. I think about the amount of self-care that I do, but yet it's still not enough.
Yeah, you're eccentric.
Let me tell you what really happened, this really cool thing that happened though. So you know I go to Daphne at Daphne's Vitamin Concepts. She does Biomeridian and we swear by Daphne for years and years. Like Daphne
We have to
helped
make
me
a phone call too.
with my thyroid disease before anything even showed up on lab work. So 20 years ago, long time. So then I went and had this lab work done with Dr. Anya, with Dr. Temmer through Total Holistic Center, THC, which is kind of funny, a pun on words. And you know what it showed? Everything that Daphne told me. I'm like, wow. And that was without
But
having
that was
blood
20
work.
years ago.
No, it's recent. I did my Biomeridian and my lab work.
And it came out the same?
Came out the same.
Well, you have some real serious issues for a woman that's only 5'1".
As a matter of fact, let me tell you something.
Tell me something. You
I
don't?
don't.
You don't have any issues?
I didn't say that. But my lab work, which took 4 weeks to get back, versus my Biomeridian that took instantaneously to get back, yielded the same information, which shows you that you can go to Daphne and get this information like that, fraction of the price,
Yeah.
and she puts you on supplements that are great for you.
Well, let's dive into the question of the day.
So here's what Dr. Temmer says to me. She goes like, wow, for a woman your age, tell you I love the conversation, you're doing pretty well.
Really?
Yes. She said, we could optimize you more. She goes, but for your age, you're doing really well.
They're gonna optimize you? That's a funny word. So
Um,
let's dive
optimize
into the question of the day. Now that you've brought this up,
Yes.
is our main problem psychological instead of physical? Are we creating illnesses
Yes.
in
well,
our head?
sometimes yes. I think we
Well,
make
let's
mountains
go.
out
Let's
of
go.
molehills.
Let's go with the healthy one over here, the axe thrower. Do we create more problems in our head than we do in our bodies?
Absolutely.
Really? She admits
yeah.
it.
I think that it goes either way. I think that sometimes you have a problem in your body and people are like, oh, it's just in my head, and it's actually like a problem in your body that you need to acknowledge. But there are a lot of times that, and I know why you're asking me, because I manifest it when something happens in your brain, and
But it doesn't mean it's
goes to
not
your body.
happening.
No, it does happen. And even if you're aware of it, sometimes it's really hard to stop it.
I mean, anxiety right now,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an
basically all
all-time
of it.
high. They say, I think it was like 12 to 20-year-olds, all-time high anxiety, because you can't, people aren't going to school, everything's shut down, you can't get the vaccine, all of these things that is making it higher. Now, if you do lab work, your lab work will be fine, but emotionally,
But then
you're
it's
not.
emotional.
Right.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying now. And Teddy will complain that she feels nauseous or she has a headache. Those are physical attributes. You can't. But can you make these things up? Let's go to slick, because I think slick is another example
Of what?
of psychologically, am I physically good?
Did you try my supplement yesterday?
Oh yeah, it worked. Actually,
work?
You see, this is my problem.
What?
How can you take a supplement one time and say it worked?
It works.
Because it
within 10
did. It
minutes.
took me a step down.
It brought you a step down.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
This supplement from Daphne is. It's
Yeah.
like in lieu of an antidepressant, anti-anxiolytic.
What is it?
Theanine, yeah.
L-theanine. It's a mineral that all our bodies need, but yet it's like works with your adrenals and anxiety, and it just calms you
Okay,
down a
so
little
so
bit.
hold on. So what did you? Don't say. I don't want you to say what it
Me?
does. What did it do to you?
It kind of like, it took me a step back,
More? You're like 12 steps back already.
No,
It took
it's
you deeper.
wow. Just a step back. So
Now you bring up an interesting point,
yeah.
and not to pick on you, but there's the question of the day is, do we create it mentally? You deal with issues differently than Teddy does. Complete opposites,
How do I deal with?
right?
Yeah, we deal with
Yeah.
them way differently.
Yeah.
Way differently. Where she goes in one direction, you go in the complete opposite direction.
Yeah.
You stay quiet,
Oh,
d-
yeah.
and you get into yourself, and you eat up at yourself when you get into these moods. This one, I got to put her in a rubber room because, my goodness, it's Mount St. Helena over here.
She's been really good lately, though.
She has
Been
been.
doing better.
She's been doing great this past
But is
couple
it?
weeks.
But is it mentally or physically?
I think you need to find a balance between everything. I've been running more so that
Well,
that
there
gets
you
out a
go.
lot
You've
of
been doing
aggression.
That
great
worked
the
for
past
me.
couple weeks. I was thinking, you always inspire me. The other day, I went running around. I went running outside. I got home early, and like 3 times around the block, which is a little more than a mile. I'm like, I can do this.
Taylor inspired me to do it.
And it's funny because you were a track guy.
Yeah, because like I kind of like I say before track and before running, like I was a guy with a short temper. If
I
that's
heard.
hard to believe.
You
Really?
still have short temper.
Yeah, like what is it? I had a quick fuse, so like anything from like
Can you
somebody
believe there's a
stepping on
quick
my
fuse for
yeah.
That's
Sometimes,
amazing.
sometimes something hits him and you can just see it a little bit.
Yeah, there's a quick fuse in me, so it's like yeah. So this
But is it mentally or is it physical?
I say beforehand it was like I think it's a mental thing, because like I learned how to like handle the quick fuse, because sometimes there's no need for me to act very like at somebody or like very raw at the problem. I just don't want to do that.
How about you, Vinny?
Now, this is another example. We got 3 examples in here.
You
4.
can't be mentally stable and work here. It's just not. You can't do it.
Well, this guy is very excitable. His adrenaline, this guy is like on high octane. Even when he's sitting still, he's not sitting still.
Yeah, I sit still. I have my own thoughts and patterns
Do
and
you-
flashbacks.
Do you? How do you handle your pressures when physically you're not feeling well? Or do you think you're creating it mentally?
I think right now I'm feeling too good. I had to like push. If I'm working, I had to push it so to get through the end of the day and just make the job done, and then just crash at home if I can.
Do we have 4 personalities? Are we done?
Well, there, I'm 4.
I see
you are,
3.
and me.
You're the 4th?
Yeah. You had it all together, Batman.
I don't have it all together.
You act like you do, though.
No, I watch. What I learned, I know that if something's going, like yesterday, Teddy gave me a heads up on the situation with somebody in this room who should remain nameless, and I didn't even realize it. What was the thing with him and the other guy?
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even realize it, but she was right, because he has this strange behavior pattern that he does when he's going down the drain on a certain issue. Not that he goes down the drain, but he wasn't happy about something. And I didn't realize it until she pointed it out. See, I observe more things around me that sort of talk to me and tell me how to sort of go.
But like,
in
if,
this
here's what I
direction.
mean. You always give the example of you feel great and you go to the doctor and the doctor says you're sick. You've got this illness. And then you send yourself down the rabbit hole and I go, oh, wait, I made a mistake. And then you feel great again.
Yeah, but I don't do that.
Can it
no
work
more.
in reverse?
I don't do
Can
that.
you feel sick and you go to the doctor and they go, there's nothing wrong with you. And you go, oh, I feel so much better. I created it in my mind. Like, can it work in reverse?
But I told you what happened to me when Dr. Hare said he's going to cut body parts and all that for me, and I got mad at him.
Yeah, but think about the reverse. Think about everyone saying to you, you're crazy, you don't look right, you've lost too much weight, or you've gained too much weight, whatever it is, you don't have mental clarity, you're stressed out, and you're thinking, I feel fine. But the more they tell you, the more it's like gaslighting. You start to believe it. So you start going, doctor, you're fine. Doctor, you're fine. You go to 3 doctors and they all go, you're fine. You think, you know what? I'm great. This person's making me nuts.
You see, gaslighting is an interesting word. Because people want you to feel
The way
sick.
they want you to feel.
Correct. And they do that for an assortment of reasons. That's why God created 10 fingers so you can put them in your ear, man.
Maybe that's why God didn't want you to use the peroxide.
What?
Huh?
Yeah. Make it sizzle like bacon.
But the object of the aim here is that you know your body better than anybody else.
We should get green eggs and ham for today, yes?
No, Dr. Seuss was removed because it's not political. It's not politically correct. You cannot have green eggs because it
Or Mr.
gets somebody
Potato.
all teed
Or
off.
Mr. Potato Head is now
Mr.
just
Potato.
Wow.
Potato Head.
That's really ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, the Dr. Seuss thing, wasn't that his family? I just learned that
It
his
was.
family are the ones who removed it.
Yeah, yeah, because
Really?
they did it was
Yeah.
politically incorrect. It was insensitive.
But it wasn't like, I just want to clear that, it wasn't like random millennials and Gen Zs. It
Yeah,
was
his
his
family did it.
family.
Listen, Catcher in the Rye was removed, right? That book,
Was
Catcher in the Rye, was removed.
That book's so overhyped. I read it in high school. It's like just
I
an
read it.
angsty
Well, it's a
kids going through stuff.
classic.
But it was removed when I was growing up. I got to see the last cut. They removed it for 10 years, and then they brought it back. But it talks about a suicide and everything in that book,
I
remember?
remember growing up in Forever and Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret were
I
banned.
love- Really?
Forever, oh my God, that was like way too racy. They had to take it out of our library. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah, but then they'll put movies like 50 Shades of Grey up.
Yeah,
and
but
there's
when
no
I was
color in
growing
it.
up, it was a long time ago. I must have been in elementary school or middle school. So I think I'm getting older. So 40 years ago.
There's too
Think
many.
about what that was.
There's too many agendas behind the protection. You know what's
That was in
happening.
the
with-
70s. Crazy, huh?
And they're calling for the removal of the governor of California, right? You see the latest? So it's not the first time. In the last 20 years, they want to remove the Californians want to remove their governor. For the last 20 years, this has been going on. So why vote for the guy?
They're going to bring him over here. Everyone's just going to move here because they love our governor.
Yeah.
Now, do you think DeSantis becomes a hero because of everything, the way it ended up happening after they wanted his head on a stick?
I don't think so.
It's
No?
funny because Chelsea went to go get her vaccine
No?
yesterday.
No good? Don't like DeSantis? You can
I'm
say I
not
don't
gonna
like him.
put well, I just don't know enough about him, but I know that there's still a lot of people who, though it turned out this way, it's not because he was so smart
That's
and
the point right
brilliant.
there.
It's
That's
because
right.
he didn't want to do anything.
Even a squirrel finds a nut.
Yeah.
See, the nice thing is that if something plays out, you come up smelling like roses. If it doesn't work out, you're going to have to take the other smell.
Well, Chelsea went to get her vaccine yesterday as a teacher. And she went in and she said, and she was nervous anyway. She's got total needle phobia. So for her to go was like a huge thing. You sure you want this? You sure you want this? You look like you're having a panic attack. You sure you want this? And she says, yes, I'm sure I want this. So she shows them her ID and they said, you're too young to get this. She goes, what do you mean I'm too young?
I'm a teacher.
I'm a teacher. They met under the age of 60.
She's a teacher.
So she said, oh, they said, all right, no problem. You can have it. But are you sure? Are you sure? And they put all of these questionable things in her mind, like what we're talking about. She said, yes, I'm sure. And she got her first dose. And she then her arm hurt, and she's like, I feel fine. But it was all of that you, when you actually make the commitment, you don't want someone to say double second guess you.
Yeah.
You sure you want this?
Why-
Because you've gone
why
through
that-
all this in your mind in the first
They've
place.
Why
been
the hell did
releasing-
I show up if I don't want it? Why am I here? What do you think? I came to see you?
But
Right.
they've been releasing like what's in the vaccine though. For like I'll say since yesterday they've been releasing some like I'll say general things that are in all 3 vaccines.
Let me just say people lie. I read an article one time that's like, do you know there's formaldehyde in the flu shot?
I
No,
heard
there's
that.
Oh
not.
no, not
I
not.
heard that one
I didn't
too.
hear
No,
from
there's
my.
not.
I heard that.
They was talking about PEG and like what is it? What else was in there? Like some weird like.
If you've ever put your foot in a Vegas pool, you don't have to worry about what's in the vaccine.
That's
Yeah.
If
right.
you've ever gone to a college party, you're fine. You've ingested worse.
I'll give you a better
Nothing
one.
bad
To
in
a
the
hot tub.
vaccine.
I
mean,
give you,
Yeah, if you've been in a hot tub, you're
That's
I give you a
kinda-
better one.
That's
Give-
kinda-
I give you a better one.
What?
You ever kiss a girl?
Not me.
You
This
ever
is
kiss a
Yeah.
guy?
Look.
You ever kiss a dog?
You
You
ever
ever do the
kissed a guy?
5-second rule off the
I was-
floor? You're
I was
fine.
no, I was reading this off of my mother, which was like she just wanted to know like what was in the vaccine. She's
They
like, what else
lie.
is in the vaccine?
Okay, but you know
See, but
what's
this
out?
is what we
But
talked
what's
about
outside the
yesterday.
vaccine is worse than what's in it.
Yeah, but we talked about some people are saying there's body parts in the vaccine,
Body
there's
parts?
reconstructed RNA.
I saw a hair in my vaccine.
But I'm telling you, Cracker
Should
Barrel
I
gave
send
it
mine
to
back
you.
and get another another vial.
Can I get another vial? This has a hair in it.
But that's what we talked about yesterday. It's the
Yeah.
information that's being disseminated. People can write anything. It's like when you go to college, they say fact check your sites.
Correct.
Wikipedia would not be one of those reliable sites. There are sites that just make stuff up.
That's literally how you get people who are anti-vaxxers, because there was one medical study 20 years ago where they proved that it was a lie, but he put it, and the scientific journal revoked it. But people are still like, but it was written. It was there.
I read it. Who wrote it? Dr.
Someone-
Seuss.
yeah.
That's
A
why they
doctor who was
removed his books.
Blacklisted.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? It's
I won't
what's
say
in mind.
who, but I would say I work on some show that talk about Dr. Seuss and vaccines and how bad they are, blaming like
Really?
other people for it.
Yeah, I think I know who that show is.
Yeah.
Listen, the Constitution says you have a right to say what you want, except if you're Dr. Seuss. And the other thing is, so what happened in Atlanta yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the guy, some maniac went out, he's killing Asians,
Yeah, Asian Americans.
Asian Americans, and they killed out here was 9, shot 9 people in massage parlors, and they finally caught him 150 miles south of Atlanta.
Atlanta's got
and-
some stuff.
Well,
going
I'm going
on.
to tell you, Dawn, I'm going to repeat it again and again and again. We haven't learned, man. We haven't learned, you know. There is no fight, there is no hate in what we're going into right now. And these people had nothing to do with the virus or anything else. They were here, Americans and everything else, working here, suffering like everybody else. Stop the hate, man. You know, give. If you don't want to love, don't love. But just be you.
So, on the opposite side of stopping the hate, we have a gift coming, a surprise coming for us either today or tomorrow from this cute little girl.
She's coming to see us?
She made us something.
Really?
Yes, look at her.
Who is
Oh,
she?
she's so cute.
Do you remember Grandma Pernur who we interviewed, Connie
Yes.
Anuki? Her granddaughter made us magical wands, and we should have them.
She didn't make us one. Who wears a one in here?
My granddaughter Victoria
We
finally
aren't
made 2
getting
wands for
wands.
you and Freddie, it says. You should get them tomorrow or Wednesday.
I wear it.
I forgot to include a note, but it came from Victoria Kashka.
Why don't we start our magical?
Our wonderful Wednesday.
Why
How
don't
do you
we
like
start the
that?
magical garden with her piece?
Isn't that unbelievable?
It is.
I know.
That's so sweet.
So huge. Because I haven't forgotten, she finally made you the 2 wands. So
Very
talk
nice.
about a magical
Where are my
day.
shirts?
I got to talk to Dia and see. She was waiting to get a price on them for your Gubba Rum Man Day. I'm having a feeling that Friday might be like a whole Gubba, Wayne,
A lot of people wanna come
Steve-O
out.
kind of day.
I got a guest coming in who does $5 jewelry.
Whoa.
It's so funny. And she is so bubbly. You remember Margot's friend that came in here
Katie?
and sang, Katie? Her mom.
That's her mom.
Her mom called me yesterday, and no, it's not her mom. Her mom is coming with her,
Katie's mom.
Katie's mom, and she does $5 jewelry, and she says she's having the time of her life. She says, I can't believe how much people like this.
For
Wow.
$5.
And it just goes to show you, remember in that conversation you had last weekend, my business isn't big enough. Well, she's coming to show. Not only is she doing our show, she's doing Fuego because she's Latina.
Oh, awesome.
And she was talking to me in Spanish. And she was listening to what we're doing with Fuego. And she says, Freddie, you are on point with this thing. Yeah, you know, the community does listen.
Katie's Hispanic?
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Did you guys know that?
No. This
Maybe
is
her mom
news to me.
speaks it and Katie don't speak it.
Interesting.
I don't know. She's coming here Friday. Have some fun with that. We had our guest speaker from Nicole call me last night. She says, you're going to kill me because I told Nicole to do a show on Monday.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's not coming today because of her 900 order. And I said to her, you may have a small
Oh,
problem.
terrible.
And she goes, why? I go, the Hard Rock may want another 1,000. And she says, are you kidding me? I says, if you get here, we'll make a phone call and find out. So she's hiring people. So we have jobs.
We have
We
jobs.
have jobs. We got people looking to hire if you want to work.
I actually saw a post and I sent it to a couple people and they're like, no, I can't do it. Someone was looking to hire a tutor. She's got 14 to 15-year-old special needs girls, just a little bit like ADD or ADHD. After school, $10 an hour, cash, if anyone's looking for. So there are jobs out there, and I sent it out and I sent it to schools and I got the no. Like, okay.
It's phenomenal. Look, they're even texting him right now. Now, do you remember the song The Candyman Can?
Sure.
Who can make the rain?
Okay, please tell me that's really about candy. Don't tell me it's got some underlying.
Well, they
thing.
Is
haven't
it
band
not?
it yet, huh?
I thought it was too.
I'm really
haven't-
hoping that was
It's
about
about-
candy
no,
as
it's
much
about
as
heroin.
Afternoon Delight was about ice cream. So just don't
Afternoon
break
Delight
my
is not
bubble.
about ice
Someone
cream.
please help me. Someone, I need to
Please.
learn.
But anyway, the candy man from the ice cream parlor, Taylor's dad,
Cold Stone.
Cold Stone, also is hiring.
Yes.
Cold Stone needs somebody to work at the ice cream store. They need some help.
You want to work in ice cream?
Oh yeah, oh
I'm
yeah.
already dealing with enough people as it is. I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
I think I'm going to start removing jobs. You too many jobs. But Cold Stone is hiring.
Cool.
There are people hiring, and Dr. Laura, I know we got to wrap this up. Vinny has a show. The company she works for is thrilled with her segments and the promotion. She's going to be on Abby's show on Friday.
And we're going to have the Dr. Laura doll.
Where to go with that?
I called the company. You know, you have a Dawn doll and you never show it off. I'm going to put it on the set today.
Okay.
So I'm going to have Dr. Laura call and say, Dr. Laura, look, this could be you.
You know, remember the Toy Story with Woody? You pull and there's a snake in my boot.
Yes.
We're going to have a Dr. Laura doll. You pull it and you go, it's okay.
It said what?
There's a snake in my
It
boot.
never said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did they say that for?
It's big and it's big
Do
and
you
it gives
know-
me a headache.
Toy Story came out, and I'm an adult, right? I watched this with Aaron. I never got the innuendos of Woody until maybe last
You're
year.
ridiculous.
When I went looking for his doll, and he's like, "Where's my Woody?" And I'm like,
Where's my Woody doll?
Yeah, I didn't realize it until last year. What is wrong with me?
I didn't get it till right now.
So many levels.
What?
I didn't get it till right now. Did you know this?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me nothing?
Wait, and you
When did
know
we
why?
talk about it?
I know.
Start
Woody,
going through
he
all the
doesn't know
innuendos
that.
in Disney.
Do you know what a Woody is?
Yeah, now you
Cigar.
guys put that term. I got it now.
You got it?
I got it.
I just got it now. I never thought in a million years that was a sexual toy.
I did not either.
How come they haven't banned that?
You know, Disney, the connotations
Is there
of
something
Disney.
wrong with your phone?
All right, we
Yeah,
got to
can
wrap
we,
this
are we
up.
not able to turn it on silent?
I really clicked it down, but
That's
I
'cause
don't
your
know why
hat
it's
is too
keep
tight.
Huh?
Huh?
All right,
Huh?
everyone, have a
Wait, he's
great...
talking, huh?
He's talking, I don't hear him.
No, it's okay.
He swallowed his N again?
Yeah, you see, I was swearing. I was like,
Oh, I had an update, real quick. I had an update on my phone, right? So
Yeah.
now that I have an update on my phone, whenever sports comes on, it has a cheering. And I was doing production last night, and this is when Jordana says her whole conversation, and she says it's big, and it gives me a headache. My phone went. I went. So what the hell is going
Well,
on?
no, I love
here?
that yesterday you were in the middle of these conversations. You're playing baseball.
oh yeah, I
He's
see your
He's
team.
a pitcher, and he has a little hat on, and he stands in the pitcher's mound. He pitches the
Dawn,
ball
I
in the
swear to
middle of the
God.
I
day.
get so excited.
Why do you guys
Because it's
rat me out?
hilarious.
No, because I seen it. It's funny. It's how that people should see.
I just am amazed.
Opening
at that.
days in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, but that's one thing is to watch it. You actually play it.
I play when we're on the set
I know you do.
because I'm in the middle of a no-hitter. Wow, you rat me out.
Why? I think it's really funny.
Wow. I'm gonna rat all you guys out.
I know. More to come.
I'm gonna rat you all out. You better not pick your nose
Different
because
from
I'm
any
watching.
other day.
Yeah, but I'm gonna walk around with my camera.
All right, more to come. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay tuned. No pun intended with Vinny coming up at 10:30. Have a great Wednesday. Happy St. Patty's Day. Let's see what kind of green beer we can get for the afternoon show.
That's right.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Keep your smile going and don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.